Happy Monday. So a lot of people have asked my mom, how do I get my dog to come when I call them? Sometimes they just stand there and stare at me, and other times they run the other way. What do I do to teach this dog to listen? Well, it's a good question, and a lot of people want an answer. So here we go. The first tip in teaching your dog to come to you is to sound happy, upbeat. Because, well, if you sound ticked off or too stern, why would your dog be interested in coming to you? Because they're obviously having a good time doing whatever they're doing. My mom says it's like when she was a little girl, her mom used to call her and say, "Come over here so I can smack you." Huh, can you imagine? I've never been smacked. I can't imagine what that would be like. But my mom, she says she was afraid of her mother, so she always went to her, but she didn't go running. She walked in a straight line and she went directly to her, but she wasn't in a rush to get there because she knew nothing good was going to happen when she arrived in front of her mother. It's the same way with us dogs. Second, you want to sound more interesting than whatever your dog is doing. So if they're chewing on a toy or digging up your yard or scratching an itch or looking for bugs, you just have to sound more interesting. So if you say, "Yoo-hoo! Hey, Izzy, come on, baby, come on over here," it sounds like something cool might happen when I get there. And then, of course, when I get there, I expect to hear, "What a good girl you are," or get pet, or something like getting thrown a toy, or being served my dinner. But I want it to sound happy and inviting, and that's going to make me come running. Same thing with your dogs. Have you ever heard the expression, "dogs live in the moment"? Well, we do. And it's not that we don't remember the past, but our recent past, our short-term memory, kind of gets jumbled up. In other words, we could be outside digging up your freshly planted, beautiful rose garden. And we could have dirt all the way up to our elbows. And if you call us and you sound nice, we can go running to you, and even if we're filled with mud and have a rose hanging out the side of our mouth, we forgot that we messed up and we were digging and doing something we shouldn't have been. So when we get to you, you have to celebrate the fact that we came to you and not scold us once we get there. Just celebrate the fact that we came. So when we show up with that rose hanging out of our mouth, with looking like we had a mud bath, that's when you say, "Good dog." And then you can kind of groan and take us and give us a bath. One fun exercise is if you get family members together, 2, 3, 4, however many you have, you get them all together and you can use something small but tasty, like regular Cheerios or tiny pieces of very low processed cheese, like mozzarella or cheddar or Swiss, cheeses that aren't heavily processed, things that are good for us. Not the chewy biscuit type things that are going to take us forever, just a little morsel that we can savor and it's gone. And then what you do is you give each family member 4 or 5 pieces and separate by about 6 to 8 feet apart. Now it's real important in doing this exercise that only one person calls your dog at a time, because you don't want to confuse them. So you take turns calling your dog, sound happy, and then when your dog gets to you, you tell them, "Good dog, good come, very good," and then you can pet them and give them their little treat. If your dog knows how to sit, have them sit when they get to you and then give them their treat. You can alternate it with having the dog lie down if they know how to lie down on command. Just alternate what you do, and sometimes if you have 2 or 3 people, the dog will start going around and they remember the order that you go in, so you want to switch up the order. And then always sound happy. And if you do this 2 or 3 times a day with 4 or 5 pieces per person, within about a week and a half, your dog's going to come when you call them without hesitation. As you practice this, you can start separating further and further apart in your house. You just want to make sure of one thing. It's not to go hide in a closet or behind a door and scare your dog when they find you. It's to be standing or sitting down in plain sight. Alright? So let me know how that works. It's always fun for us dogs, and you'll be pleasantly surprised on how quick it works for yours. That's it for me. Hope you have a great day, and Keep your dogs well hydrated this summer because it's been hot, hot, hot. Love yous. See you Wednesday. Bye.